You are Locked On Syracuse, your daily podcast on the Syracuse Orange. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Let's start off talking about Johntay Cook. What does he bring to Syracuse football?
Speed. He is a blur. Dallas area kid that was a 5-star by some services, top 100 recruit by everybody. Johntay impressed because he basically told you he was going to run by you. He'd run by you, then he'd let you know he ran by you. I got along with him pretty well, and he never really gave me any mess, but like he's a guy on the field that could do a little talking and would back it up. Every school in the country wanted him. He signed with Texas, didn't work out, signed with Washington, didn't work out, and now he is headed to Syracuse. I think this is an important situation for him that he figures it out because that's a lot of talent. He should be an NFL player, but just his speed alone makes him a threat every time he's on the football field.
Is he one of those players that when he's on the football field, he likes to throw up the deuces like Tyreek Hill?
I don't know if it's quite Hill is an extreme.
I know. I was just saying the deuces.
Yeah, he's an extreme character in a lot of ways. But to put it mildly, this is a guy that I don't think you can really underestimate what it means, or overestimate, I should say. If Syracuse has a vertical threat, I mean, Fran and those guys, they proved it last year. They can beat you up in a lot of different ways in the passing game. But when you have a vertical threat like Johntay, and assuming that he figures it out, it changes their season. Now, he may come in and be a bust. I don't know, because he didn't figure it out at Texas or Washington for whatever reason. But if he does, I know Fran and those guys can scheme it up. They are going to be a pain to defend, especially in those third and shorts. Because if you crowd that line and you got one-on-one with him, that can be 6.
Brian, you mentioned that speed is one of Cook's biggest strengths. Along those same lines, what are some of the other strengths that Johntay Cook has?
Getting off the line, man. His first step laterally, like he can charge at you with one step and then just like a human joystick go 90 degrees. That's God-given ability, that twitchiness that you can't teach. And the guys that have that usually avoid the first player towards them, whether it's a guy that's up on them, playing off, that's charging, whatever it is, whatever technique you want to do. Bail technique doesn't matter either because he'll still run by even if you've got a cushion. So the best thing about him is his speed, but he's also twitchy. If you want to come up and bump him, you better know what you're doing, because if you miss at the line with him, it's over. He has goodbye speed.
Is he someone that plays on the inside or the outside for the most part? Or is he very versatile? Can he play both?
I think he can play both. He's going to be more effective like anybody else playing off the line as a slot because it's almost impossible to get your hands on him. But I think that he's probably better suited long-term outside because he's even further away from the linebackers and the safeties. But I don't know where he's at with his route running and all that. And remember, coming to Syracuse, he's at one major disadvantage. He gets 0 snaps in spring. So he's got to learn the playbook and just talk to the players during the summer. I don't know if he'll be inclined to be ready for Tennessee. That's probably asking a lot. That's the first game for the Syracuse Orange. But by the middle of the season, he should be integrated. And if not, I would have to ask why. Because there's no reason to believe that with somebody with his speed and his route running ability and his moves, they have to find a way to get him on the field. There's no reason they would take the chance on him if they didn't think they could. Fran Brown obviously can coach receivers and quarterbacks, so I have a feeling he's going to make an impact, and I hope he does. I enjoyed watching him play in high school. He was a heck of a player.
Brian, how come you think that it could take a while for him to potentially get involved with the Syracuse offense?
Just the playbook and the timing with the quarterback. They're all new. Like Angeli's new. Is it going to be Rickie Collins? He didn't get any reps in the offense. He doesn't know their calls. That's a lot. And the first game, again, is Tennessee. If it was McNeese State, that's one thing, but it's Tennessee. So one error, like you thinking you know what you're supposed to do in this situation or that one, and it's incorrect, ends up being a touchdown for the other team going the other direction. So coaches tend to lean on the side of error, and maybe it'll work out and it won't matter. But I have a feeling that you're going to see him probably play spot duty for the first couple of games. But again, by the middle of the season, he should be indoctrinated into the offense and have a rhythm, which I guess it's Angeli. I still don't know what's going on with Syracuse quarterbacks. But anyway, I'm going to guess it's Angeli. Whoever it is, I would imagine it'll work out. And he's a guy that can be a big home run threat. He may not play as many snaps as some of the other guys, but once he gets up to speed, again, his ability to make plays after the catch and just run by guys on a fly route or a post, that's something you can't teach.
Well, along the lines with the quarterback play, Brian, everyone's destined right now here on the Hill, including myself. But for the most part, we just ran a Poll Friday episode. Most of us, including myself, do also believe that it is going to be Steve Angeli. But it is fascinating because Angeli just got here in the spring portal window. Johntay Cook, he might be the most talented wide receiver solely based on talent at Syracuse right now. And yet both of them are spring portal additions. They did not come here in December. They did not have an entire spring to learn the system and learn the playbook. So to your point, it could take a little bit for those two to get integrated together and to really build that chemistry.